Noah. Noah ngena Noah. Noah ngena Noah. Noah ngena Noah. Hey ngena Noah. Noah ngena Noah. Noah ngena Noah. Noah ngena Noah. Hey ngena Noah. Wababiza bonke Noah. Wabokhela inqanawe. Wathi imvula iyeza. Oh ngena Noah. Bendicela sidibanise inkobe, sithokombise inhloko. Let's close our eyes. Bawo mdali wezulu nomhlaba, Thixo somandla somathamsanqa, wena ngwele tshetshe yezulu, siyakubulela bawo xa uthe wanathi wasisikelela bawo, salala savuka usasiboleke obubomi. Siyabulela bawo xa ube nathi xa besiqala lengqungquthela ngizolo wahlala ezincamini zelwimi zethu njengoba bekuceliwe bawo. Siyakucela kananjalo ke bawo bawuqhubekeke ukuhlala kwincam zelwimi zethu khona ukuze konke siza kuthi sikushukuxe apha sikushukuxe ngokwentando yakho bawo. Sicela ke bawo songezelele nalapho singakufikelelanga khona ngalowo wasifelayo nguYesu Kristu okuphela konyana umzeleyo. Amen.
Is it? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Dingan. We are starting. I hope we are now settled. All of us are settled. Just make sure that the person seated next to you is maintaining absolute silence so that we can start. This is day 2 of our program. We are welcoming everybody in here. We hope that you enjoyed the day yesterday, even you slept very well, and we are going to start the day being re-energized. I want to welcome also Dr. Chetty. You are most welcomed. Dr. Chetty is our Director for Assessment from the Department of Basic Education. So today we are going to have a slightly longer presentations because the presentation that was supposed to be rendered yesterday by Dr. Chetty will be done today. We will start first with Memo Diba. After Memo Diba, it will be Mr. Motsening from SATU. And after Mr. Motsening, it will be Dr. Chetty. And then from there, it will be the panel discussions. And immediately, it will be Me Kwelane. May I request all the presenters and the colleagues who are going to participate in the panel discussions, just to manage the time. I want us to dedicate more time to the commissions No presentation will overlap after lunch, because after lunch, we needed to get to the commissions. We need to start with the commissions. So we are going to have those presentations that will be done by the speakers as indicated. So the first presentation that we are going to enjoy, it will be led by Mayor Mudiba, the director for GET, and she's doing that on behalf of the Director General, Mr. Mueli, who also was supposed to be here, but because of other engagements, he then requested Mayor Mudiba to do the presentation on his behalf. And the topic there is measures introduced in the sector to improve primary schooling in the country. Please, let's put our hands together as we welcome Mayor Mudiba.
Thank you. Sure. Wow. What is happening? Luckily, it's not damaged.
Are you getting it right? Okay. Ntho tsa rona di a thubega tseba di a robeha. Re na le provincial secretary ya South jwale dintho di a thubega jwale ke a bona ba ne re na le modulasetulo wa South ntho ne di sa robehe ka jeno hela e khona ntho di a wa ma. No, but thank you very much. Technicians, help us, please.
What's happening?
Then it will be sorted.
Yeah. Good morning, colleagues. I'm not sure what is happening this morning with things falling apart like that, but luckily the laptop is not damaged. I was a bit worried because my laptop is like my office, so all my stuff is in there. Program Director, thank you very much. And good morning, colleagues. And I hope that you all had a restful night. And as we proceed with the second day of the summit, I am going sector. Sure, thanks. Thanks, Ntate Phakwa. And we will look at the measures that we have introduced in the sector to improve primary schooling. And these include the National Reading Literacy Strategy, 2024 to 2030, some of the early grade reading programs that we are implementing in the sector, the refinement of the foundation phase home languages annual teaching plans. This is a project that we are going to be undertaking in a few days' time. We will also look at the National Maths Improvement Program, mother tongue-based bilingual education, and what needs to be done to track as well as to measure impact. So, colleagues, in terms of introduction, we are saying that improving the quality of primary schooling remains a central priority in South Africa's basic education agenda. And we have seen in the program, the theme of this summit is all about centering primary education because that's where the foundation begins. So in response to some of the persistent challenges, such as low literacy and numeracy levels, learner dropout rates, unequal access to quality teaching and learning, the DBE has implemented a range of strategic measures aimed at strengthening foundational learning. And this presentation is going to explore key initiatives that we have introduced in recent years, such as curriculum refinement, early grade reading interventions, some of our teacher development programs, the integration of technology to enhance learning outcomes, as well as inclusion across inclusion in basic education. And these reforms are not only aligned with the national development goals, but they are also aligned with the broader vision of transforming education to equip every child with the skills that are needed for lifelong learning as well as citizenship. So in terms of policy and strategy alignment, South Africa is part of the global community. And therefore, our efforts to improve primary schooling are grounded in several key international, continental as well as national frameworks. So we cannot do it in isolation because we are now part of the global community. So now when we look at the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, in particular goal number 4, it speaks about countries having to commit to ensure that there is inclusion and equitable quality education that will promote lifelong learning opportunities for all learners by 2030. And as a country, we are signatory to some of these agreements and conventions by multilateral organizations such as the UN. So that is at an international level, at the global level. So at continental level, we are guided by the African Union Agenda 63, which emphasizes the transformation of education systems that are aimed at building knowledge-based societies that foster innovation as well as inclusion and equity. At country level, we take our directives and mandate from the South African Constitution, which guarantees a right to basic education, including adult basic education. And in terms of the South African National Development Plan 2030, this is a plan that envisions a quality education system that should produce learners who are literate, learners who are able to read with understanding, who are able to write, who are able to communicate clearly, learners who are numerate, and who are equipped with 21st century skills such as communication, collaboration, creativity, and others. Now, I'm sure you are all aware that we have made efforts in terms of introducing mother tongue-based bilingual education in the sector. What we have currently, or the common practice has always been that in the foundation phase, we have mother tongue instruction. Learners are taught in their home languages, or at least that is what the policy stipulates. But the minute they leave the foundation phase and transition into the intermediate phase, there is that switch And this switch affects mostly Black African learners who now have to switch from being taught and assessed in their home languages to being taught and assessed in a language that they are not well acquainted with or proficient in. And poor performance in international studies such as PEARLS and what else, TIMS, as well as the regional studies such as SACMEC,